So I have this problem with the printer. When it's printing, it prints the test patterns perfectly, and when I'm using AUTO-calibrate, it prints the test patterns perfectly. But as soon as I try to print either an object or a manual calibration, then it prints the basic test pattern, and then it fails to print the actual object of the test. I'm printing with PETG, and I have done an automatic calibration of my PETG filament, 0.2 nozzle, and it's almost like when it goes to print the actual object, like it has a space for the set distance. I have reset the settings of Orca Slicer. I've tried to reset the settings for the Bambu Slicer, and it's basically struggling with everything. And I'm using the Bambu SuperTac build plate, which I normally can print on fine. And the PETG here is dried, and I can print on it fine. And as I said, when I print when I try to do an auto calibration, it prints both the test patterns and the actual test objects perfectly fine. With test objects, I mean the one in the middle of the build plate, and then you have the test patterns on the front of the build plate. So it managed to run those fine. So it's like it's able to control the set distance perfectly when it's doing those auto calibrations. But as soon as I either try to print something, or it wants to manually print calibration. So if I set calibration and manually, and then I select to test, and then it does. I will wait for the build plate to come up. Then it does a swoosh swoosh. It does an automated leveling, and then it goes up to the corner here of the build plates, and then it does one print up, and then it goes back and down, and it prints that fine. Bed temperature is 70 degrees, which is supposed to be with a SuperTac, and then it goes swoosh 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 back, and then it come back to the point here, and then it does another apparent print forward, up, down, and back, and then it moves to the center and start to print the actual object of the test pattern. But it doesn't actually print the object, it just starts gushing out filament from the nozzle, and then it doesn't print, it just keeps gushing out, and it's just accumulating around the nozzle. But this is a brand new nozzle. It has no clog. I perfectly clean it with a cold pull and everything, and it's just 100% open. There's nothing there, and the flow of it is perfectly fine. So it's not a clog. I have eliminated that. So I think it has something to do with some kind of setting that the Bambu printer is seeing related to the set distance. But it's weird that it's able to print the first part of the manual test pattern, but not the second part of the manual test pattern, and then it doesn't manage to print the rest. So I'm going to show you guys now. I'm just going to pause for a little bit to let it finish. So it's in the bed leveling process now. So it's usually after it does this tick 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 tick, and then it goes to the corner here, Now it's getting ready to print. It's bringing up the temperature of the nozzle to 260, which is what I've set. So now you can see that it's perfectly printing fine the first line. So it goes one round up like this, go a little bit up, down, and print the second line next to it on the way back. Now it will do a second run, apparently rechecking something, and then it will go back and it will try to do another print. And on this run, nothing is being printed, as you can see. Nothing is being printed now. And then it goes to the middle and it starts to print nothing. And I'm just so puzzled because now it's you can see the filament is coming out, but it's not printing anything. So I'm wondering what is causing this, because it affects the print. It doesn't print anything, and you can see here it's like standard settings currently. If you see anything here that's wrong, let me know. This is just pretty standard settings. I set the travel speed down because I don't want it to be so fast on the prime towers, but it shouldn't have anything to do with the thing. Support is off for now. Multi-materials off. Others is off. So if anyone knows what's wrong here, please let me know. Thanks.